What's up, O&A gang?
And welcome back to our channel. So today's video is going to be a Q&A all about us, what you guys have been waiting for. We tweeted out for you guys to ask us some questions, and you guys did. So we're going to be reading those questions. My mom's going to be reading the questions to us, and we're going to answer them to you guys. So yeah, subscribe, like this video, comment down below for any other more videos, share, and without further ado, let's get on with this video. First question. How did you two meet?
you wanna tell the truth or you wanna lie?
I'll tell the truth. So it was my freshman year, his junior year, at school, obviously. And before I was on my phone and I was just like going through my Instagram and on my explore page, and I saw a picture of him. And it's a picture on his page, and I was like, oh my god, this kid is so good looking. I was like blown away because I just thought, he was just a very good looking guy. And I was like, dang, it was like a dream. I was like, I really wish I could meet this kid. Not even 2 days later, I'm at lunch and I'm sitting inside because it was cold. And he passes by, I saw him pass by through the hallway with his friends, and I looked to my friend and I was like, give me a second. So I left and I was walking behind him for a good 5 minutes. Just
5 minutes. Didn't say a word to me. Just walking behind me.
I was so nervous because he played varsity football, so he was one of those popular kids that everybody knew, and I was one of those non-popular, so I just I had no friends really. So I was like, oh, that's just gonna be weird of me talking to this. I thought he was just gonna be oh, hey, not even speak to me ever again. Then getting to the close of my to the end of my sophomore year, he had transferred to a different school for his senior year, and I had came across his Snapchat. One of my best friends had his Snapchat, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I grabbed his Snapchat, and when I got home, I texted him. I'm actually the one who texted him. It wasn't him texting me. I texted him, and then from there on, it was history. Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad?
I'm kind of suspect on the stalking situation.
But yeah, that's basically how we met. It's a very different way than normal people meet, but
For sure, for sure.
It's very different and funny though. When I told him the story, it's actually really funny. He was like, no way.
How long have you guys been together?
You want to answer that? You want me to answer?
You can answer it, because I just answered the first one.
Okay, so we've been together for 10 months, but we've been dating for 9 months.
Yeah, so obviously, a lot of people tend to do the, the talking stage. So that's exactly what we did. We did it actually, it was 2 to 3 weeks. It actually wasn't really a full month that we were talking. It was almost a month, 2 to 3 weeks. And then, he finally, he did, he was a very gentleman. He wasn't the type of guy that's just oh yeah, you're immediately my girlfriend. He actually asked my father's permission to become my boyfriend, and ever since then we've been together. So we've been together since March 28th. So in 3 months we make a year. Very exciting.
Your favorite thing about each other?
Okay, I'll answer that first. So my favorite thing about him is his smile. It is literally the most gorgeous thing in the whole entire world. And I know a lot of you can agree, because I know a lot of people, my family and friends, agree with it. It's literally, it is so gorgeous. Just look. Yeah, so that's my favorite thing about him is his smile. Not if we go not talking about features and stuff, it's how he acts towards me, his personality and all of that stuff, how he acts towards me, could be my favorite thing about him.
Okay, so if we're talking about something physical, it for sure has to be the eyes.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, my eyes are green. They tend to turn blue in the summertime. It really depends. My eyes will be green one day, my eyes will be brown, blue. It just changes different colors. So.
And yeah, that kind of got me. Green eyes, Puerto Rican girl, yeah, for sure. But other than that, If it's something that's not physically, it's her loyalty to just her friends and everyone who she cares about. I just feel like she'll always be there for you, even if you do like screw her over or backstab her.
Aww. No.
What is your pet peeve of each other?
So you want me to go first?
Yes.
So my pet peeve is when I'm trying to sleep and I get 20 phone calls and I'm just not answering because I'm asleep and she just keeps calling.
Okay, my pet peeve is the same thing. It's not even when he's asleep. It's like I know he's on his phone because there'll be times where I just left his house and I live 10 minutes away from his house. So there's no way he can automatically just fall asleep in 10 minutes. So I get to my house and I call him and he doesn't answer. He declines it immediately, like within the first ring. So I know he's awake, so I know he's doing it on purpose. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves, and when he doesn't answer my phone calls when I know he's on his phone.
I didn't decline it. My phone was on airplane mode.
That too. He puts me on airplane mode. He puts me on do not disturb. But I know he does it because he, for some reason, loves when I'm mad. And the reason why I constantly call him at nighttime is because I can't go to sleep without him being on the phone. That's just, one of my, things ever since we've been together is to fall asleep with him on the phone. Because, of many reasons. One, because I just love hearing him, right next to me. It feels like he's actually physically there. And two, because, since, I do have a medical condition, which is seizures, I have him right there so I can just tell him, oh, babe, I don't feel good. And, he can already, text my mom or whatever it is and tell them that I'm not feeling good. So that's really why I like you being on the phone.
Is it hard to learn?
Okay. So breathing patterns. Basically, you can tell if someone is breathing normally, it's slow, normal pace, but then it's like when she starts feeling bad and she feels like she's gonna have one, she just starts breathing very rapidly.
It's kind of like
she starts hyperventilating basically.
Yeah.
And I pick up on that, and then if she stops breathing, obviously, I pick up on that too.
They asked if it was hard.
No, I mean,
I don't think it really would be hard because you can, like he said, you can tell the difference in breathing when someone's breathing very normally and someone's breathing, like really fast and rapidly and stuff like that. So I think, it wasn't really hard for you. Yeah.
When did you first learn about your condition? And when did you first learn, OJ, about her condition?
Okay, so for most of you that don't know, I have been dealing with this condition for almost 5 years now. And it honestly came out of nowhere. We will get into detail about that if you guys do want a video about that. We will do that for you where we just talk about, how it all started and, the process of it. But since I've gotten this condition, I've always been very scared to tell people that I deal with this because not a lot of people really take this seriously. So when I told him, I was actually very scared because when I've told previous people, they've taken it as a joke and they've basically judged me as a person, if not took me as a serious person. So when I told him and he actually said that he was going to be with me through this, it actually made me feel so happy because now not only do I have my mom and my family, but I have someone else outside of my family, which I technically call him family now, who's there with me through everything.
I actually knew about this before we started dating and before we even started talking. I just heard about her having an episode at school and stuff like that, and I mean, obviously I was like, oh, that's crazy, that really happened at our school, but I never really put a face to the person. And then when she finally Snapchatted me and I saw a picture of her, I was like, oh wow. So then now I had a face with a person and a story, and I was just like, yo, that's not right to be judging somebody off of something they can't control.
Yes. It feels very great to have him back.
When did you fall in love with each other?
Okay, so normally the guy falls in love with the girl first. Well, yeah, I don't know. That's just, you know, the normal love story. The guy falls in love with the girl, and the girl falls in love with the guy. Not this way. I fell in love with him first, and I actually said I love you first to him. And I was actually very scared to say it because I didn't know if he actually felt the same way about me. I don't remember his reply back exactly, but I know it wasn't like no or anything, because obviously we were, you know, getting serious at that point. But it was like a regular day, and I was just laying in bed, and I said I love you, and I was like, dang, I really said that to him.
Wait, what?
This is my favorite story of all times when he fell in love with me.
Okay. So, we were at the hospital, and she had just had a seizure and everything, and she started crying, and then she looked over at me as like her comfort zone, and when she looked over at me, she gave me that look, and yeah, it basically just happened there, and we ended up like, that's really where the connection started.
Yeah, like you could like see
like,
in our eyes.
We could
like,
feel it, but it was just like, we didn't say it at that exact moment, but we knew we fell in love with each other.
I'm getting ready for bed, or I think it was the night, like the next night, and we're getting ready for bed, and I'm like texting him, and he was like, I love you. And I was like, oh my God. And my mom was in the bathroom. She was like, what? I was like, Mom, he said it. She's like, what? I was like, he said I love you. And she was like, oh my God. It, you know, it was just, you know, a very different love story.
What is your favorite thing to do together?
That is a good question.
Dang.
We tend to go, for those of you who live in like the Orlando area, we really tend to go like to the movies a lot, and to Ale House. So that's really like our biggest, like one of the most places we go a lot, and we really enjoy it because, you know, most of the time it's just us two. So we go there. We'll either go Ale House and then the movies and Ale House.
For me, it's mainly theme parks.
Yeah,
like, as you guys can see in the Disney video,
enjoyed Disney so much. It was,
we kind of like,
it was a blast.
Became kids.
Yeah,
and like,
and we've gone
it
to
was just fun to see. Like, I've seen the fun side of her, but I've never seen
like
the fun little kid side of her. And it kind of, you know, showed me a different way of her and different way she acts and who she likes, what characters she likes, and stuff like that. It was just interesting.
Yeah. We've gone to Aquatica before too.
Halloween Horror Nights.
Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh yeah, Halloween Horror Nights was super duper fun. Honestly, I love just being at home and just like laying back and just like watching movies and stuff like that. I really.
How has your journey as a couple been, and do you see each other in the future together?
Okay, I'll answer that first. So we've been together, as you guys heard, for basically 10 months. And I'm going to say out there for the future couples, or for couples out there, relationships aren't going to be perfect. You are going to have your down times and you are going to have your up times. And I'm going to be honest with you, we've had our ups and downs a lot. And that's just what happens. You know, not, like I said, not every relationship is perfect. You know, most of the time that our downtime has happened was when he was up in college, up in Tennessee. Now he isn't, but it just happens. You know, long distance is not easy. It's, you know, it's hard. And, you know, him getting a scholarship in football and worrying about school, and me worrying about school, you know, it just kind of just stressed us out as a couple. And, you know, the very small things we would argue about. And I have that faith in us. I have faith that we will be together for the rest of our life. I want that, and I know he wants that. So, but other than that, our journey as a couple has been amazing. I've loved every moment that we've had with each other, and I will always love every moment that we have with each other because I love you.
He said every couple has their ups and downs, but we haven't gotten to the point where we had like a serious breakup. We just get to the point where we go 2 and 3 hours and we just don't text each other. But that's fine because she needs her space and I need my space. And sometimes you just have to understand that. And
I've learned that in this relationship. I hate to see people mad or like mad at me or just mad in general. And since he is my boyfriend, I hate to see him mad. And I want to know what's wrong with him. I want to help, you know, and fix things. But in this relationship, I have learned that when something happens or if I've done something wrong, I have to let him sit back and relax and just think about it, and then he'll text me back when he is ready. And so, you know, that's just something you have to learn. You have to give each other space. You can't always be super connected. You have to have, you know, space and with each other.
Living together, obviously, having a family, all that type of stuff, getting married, just the basics.
Your go-to restaurant?
It's crazy because the day before prom, I want to say, the day before prom, I took her out on a little date, and I took her to Olive Garden, and she went crazy.
I just love Olive Garden. Like I said in my Q&A, I love Olive Garden. It's my favorite favorite restaurant.
Bloopers. Oh, and this new place I took her to, it's called Brio's.
Oh, yes. So those two are, Brio's is so amazing. He actually took me on that for our 9 months.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. Told you, we really just go on dinner dates and movies and we have fun.
Yeah.
How old were you when you guys first kissed?
So I was 15 and he was 17. Now I'm 16 and he's 18. So we're really not that far, apart from each other.
What are your biggest goals for 2018?
Okay. I'm going to start this off. So first off, this YouTube channel.
Yes.
We have to make it big on this YouTube channel. We don't have to, but that's just a goal that we set as a couple. So I feel like we should get that.
Yeah, that's...
And it starts by y'all helping us out and being supportive and sharing with your friends and just doing all type of different things. And also, I just want to keep my grade point average up, my GPA up as high as possible, as I did at Austin Peeve. Obviously, play a lot on the football field, and then obviously stay strong with my girlfriend. And oh, one more thing, get a closer bond with God and my grandmother.
I agree with him on the education part. I do want to keep my grades good as how they are now, keep my GPA up even higher. For that, I do want to build a closer bond with God, and really like work hard, because I do cheer at an all-star gym and I really want to build myself up to be better than what I am now. And as a couple, I would say stay fit. Even though we're healthy and we're fit, I wanted to keep it constant, because as us young kids, we tend to we'll do it for an amount of time and then we'll stop and then we'll lack. But he's not like that, and that's something that I really appreciate about him. He keeps me going. So that's really one of my biggest goal, is just to stay fit and stay healthy.
So we will help each other physically and mentally.
What are your career goals?
Okay, so my career goal, as you guys know, is to become a pediatric surgeon. It's been like that for many, many years now. I've always loved helping out others and especially little kids, because I feel like a lot of kids lately have been getting their lives taken away, and I feel like it's not fair to them that they don't get to, you know, live through life and just enjoy childhood and all of that stuff. And I feel like if a child comes into my hospital one day, I will be able to get to fix them, and later on in the future they get to come back and be like, oh, she helped me live, and you know, and stuff like that. And I've just been the type of person, very caring and loving person, and I just want to help others out there.
So obviously, as y'all know, I'm in school right now, getting my engineering degree from Florida Tech. So I will be becoming an engineer. I want to keep doing this YouTube as a side job.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically it. Career goals, be one of the top engineers in the nation. That's one of my goals that I strive for, to be the top at everything I do.
Well, that's basically it. Thank you guys for all of the questions. We love the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified every time we post a video. We post a video 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. And like always, we'll be back with more videos. Peace.